up, Ravens? We are back with ONW Now. I am Madison Graham alongside
Michael Kirby. We have a lot of great stories for you today, including amazing volleyball team playing for a great cause.
Plus, there's a shortage of custodians at our school. Nikki Woodworth tells us what the school plans to do.
To ring in the beautiful fall season. All of this and so much more.
Let's roll that intro. Every year, the volleyball team plays in the annual Dig Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Game.
This tradition has been going on in Olathe for 11 years. Let's take it to Megan King to dive deeper on what Dig Pink is all about.
After his mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, volleyball coach Rick Dunitz and his family created the Side Up Foundation to raise money for breast cancer research. They raise money through local volleyball tournaments known as Dig Pink.
Dig Pink started in Olathe in 2012, and all 5 schools are part of it. JV and varsity are invited to a really nice dinner on Sunday night, and they have speakers that come in and they talk about their experience going through or hadn't gone through and are on the other side of it now. They talk about the foundation, the Side Out Foundation, and what it supports and everything.
There is so much energy and love, I guess, that is showing at these events through the young volleyball players and their competition, that it's very inspiring for those that are suffering with breast cancer, and it brings them a lot of hope.
Along with the banquet, Dig Pink also raises awareness by a district-wide volleyball tournament.
They have matchups with opposing teams that are maybe some of their rivals, so they bring in a lot of attention.
And they have auctions. All the teams from all the schools put a basket together to be auctioned off. They also have an honoree walk, so if you have somebody that has dealt with that, you can honor them and walk with them, and they announce it. It's a great opportunity to highlight something that involves so many women.
The mission is to change the way breast cancer is treated. We work within the metastatic breast cancer community, which is the end stage of breast cancer currently. There is no cure at this stage yet. We hope that someday, through our research and our findings, that we can find a way that outcome can change.
Dig Pink shows that volleyball is more than just a game and can be used to bring people together to spread awareness for a great cause. We appreciate everyone who's been involved with Dig Pink. For ONW Now, this has been Megan King. Now back to the desk.
ONW Choir just had a concert on Tuesday. They've been working on it all year long. Let's send it on over to Ash Hunt for more on the story.
Olathe Northwest Choir has been working very hard on their first concert this year.
I've been in choir since 6th grade, so 7 years. My favorite song that we're doing for the concert is Night Vision, because it's weird. I think that this concert has a really, really spooky, vibe to it.
Along with the hard-working students is the hard-working teacher, Miss Williamson, who's been working to make this choir concert one of the best.
We've been working on these tunes and fine-tuning things since day one.
And she's not taking it easy on the students.
I mean, some of the literature, when you pick music at the beginning of the year, not 100% sure if, what level, especially the new kids coming in. So I did pick some pretty challenging music. Our choir theme this year is Better Together. And so at the very end, we're going to do a piece with audience participation. I'm looking forward to the winter concert. I've got some music picked out that I think kids are really going to like, I hope. We're taking a trip to Nashville in March over part of spring break, and so I'm excited about that as well.
For ONW Now, this has been Ash Hunt. Now back to the desk.
Next up, we have a very important story that brings awareness to an ongoing struggle across all the schools. Hattie LaRue has more on the story.
You may have noticed the shortage of janitorial staff at ONW. Here's an inside look on the problem and how it's being dealt with. Unfortunately, the janitors declined the interviews, but we did get an interview with Mr. Gunderson, who is the head of janitorial staff.
Well, I think like in many professions right now, it's very difficult to hire people. After COVID, there was a lot of, or actually during COVID, a lot of people were being paid and weren't working, and I think we're still experiencing some of the fallout from that. I think we're working on it. We're trying to get it resolved right now. We're trying everything we can.
Now let's hear what we can do as students to make sure the school stays clean.
I think as far as staff and students go to help out, if you see something in the hallway, pick it up, throw it away. Don't kick it down the hall and let somebody else do it. Try and pitch in and help wherever you can.
This has been Howdy LaRue. Now back to the desk.
I personally love music, and I know we have plenty of students who are gifted in this subject.
Well, I heard Ashlyn Vaughn has the perfect story on our senior musicians.
Here at Northwest, we are so lucky to have such talented music programs. We spoke to some of the seniors to see their perspectives.
I've been in high school band for all 4 years, and then I started playing trombone when I was in 5th grade.
I've been in orchestra for 7, 8 years.
I've been in choir since my freshman year of high school, and I've sung all 4 years of high school. And I first started singing in 7th grade.
When you get to like the high school level, and especially like later years in high school, stuff like marching band is just so much fun, so rewarding, and best experiences of your life.
In orchestra, I've learned a lot of leadership skills and a lot of just patience while practicing.
For me, it's how I de-stress. Music is something that I turn to and go to relax.
And when I get to come to band classes, it's kind of like a break in the day. Like I don't have 7 academic classes all day. I have, band that I get to come to.
Other than having fun, these programs offer lifelong passions and connections.
So it's really something awesome to get to meet lifelong friends.
It's brought me friends, it's brought me relationships, it's brought me just so much joy over the years, and I don't know where I'd be without that.
You get to expand how many people you get to meet, all the interesting subjects you can learn, and the weird conversations you can have.
Staying motivated can be hard, but these students ultimately knew what was right for them.
In 5th grade, I had thought, when I did my schedule for 6th grade, I thought that band wasn't for me, and so I had signed up for choir, and my 5th grade band director, Mr. Spalding, talked me out of doing that. He talked me into signing up for band. I still did choir, but I did both, and I don't know where I would be today if I hadn't listened to him and chosen to continue on with band.
For me, I want to be a music educator, but for a lot of other people, what made them stay is mostly the friends and just the connections you can build in order.
I knew that if I wasn't going to sing or do anything musical, I was going to be in a worse off spot. And so staying in choir really helped me have a positive outlook.
We're so proud of our seniors, and we're so excited to see what else is in store for them and for our music program. For ONW Now, this has been Ashlyn Vaughn. Now back to the desk.
This Saturday, Noche de Ballet is being held at the ONW Flex Theater from 6 to 9 p.m. The entrance fee is $5. There will be free dance classes held from 5 to 6 p.m. for anyone willing to learn. This invitation is being extended to all the Olathe High Schools. See you there, Ravens.
Alrighty, we're halfway through the show, so now it's time for a commercial break. But after a quick timeout, we have Game Day with Riley and Chris.
What is up, Ravens? Welcome back to everyone's favorite segment, Game Day. I'm Riley Murray alongside
Chris McCormick. We got a lot to get to, so let's start rolling.
Kicking off Game Day, your Olathe Northwest football team finally got a healthy quarterback back with Merritt Greinert.
In his first game back, he threw 19 completions on 36 attempts for 176 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception.
On the receiving end, Mason Schlittenhard had 8 receptions for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns for the night.
Unfortunately, with the loss, our Ravens have fallen to an 0-6 record on the season, looking to get their first win against Shawnee Mission West tonight at 7.
But lastly, don't forget to show up and show out at 6 o'clock for our very own Raven Game Day.
Now, taking it indoors, our girls volleyball team went undefeated in the Dig Pink tournament on Monday against Olathe North.
The Ravens won their sets 25-11, 25-10, and 25-22, crushing the competition.
And Skylar Pierce led the team with 10 kills and 10 digs, while Lauren Rodiger led the team with 3 aces. Way to go, Ravens.
The Ravens play tonight at 5 against Blue Valley West here at ONW, so make sure you show up and show out.
Now, moving on to girls tennis, they have been on fire recently, with them winning regionals, having the most wins in the tournament as a whole.
Our Ravens had the number 1 and 2 seeds in doubles going into the tournament, being Hannah Carney and Riley Terhune at number 1, and Cameron Medina and Sammy Van Zanti at number 2.
The team also had state qualifiers being Ella Novione, Hannah Carney, Riley Terhune, Cameron Medina, and Sammy Van Zanti.
Speaking of Ella Novione, she has been blowing the competition out of the water this season, and Anna Dries will give us a little bit more on her dominant season.
Keeping it with girls sports, also dominating has been our girls golf team, who has just won regionals as well.
And now to tell us more about that team is Ava Ashley on this week's Team Recap.
The girls golf team is state-bound after winning the regional championship in Topeka on Monday.
Well, the team's overall goal all year long is just, strive for greatness, and greatness means playing to the best of your ability. And we feel like individually, all 6 of us, if we can play to the best of our ability and hopefully put our best tournaments together on day 1 and day 2 of the state championship, that we feel like that we've got a good shot. But that's what we've got to do. Just look at one shot at a time and one day at a time. And if we do that, I think that we'll be in a decent position.
The competition will be high going into state while trying to defend a state title.
Last year, we had only lost twice. So that was a lot of them, where the motivation came from. Whereas this year, it's definitely been back and forth. There are teams that can win, but I think we also know that we can win too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous for next week. It's just, there's a lot of emotions that come with it. There's 4 seniors on the team, and so this is, for a lot of us, our last. And so, whether they're not playing golf after this, whatever.
With there being 4 seniors on the team, playing for each other becomes more important.
Playing for your team means that, 1, you have a good mindset. 2, that you can handle the ups and downs of a round. And 3, when you're not playing well, to keep fighting because you're fighting for your team.
Good luck to our girls at state this upcoming week. This has been Ava Ashley. Now back to Game Day.
Now to wrap up our Game Day segment, let's take it over to boys soccer.
Ravens started scoring in the 20th minute with a PK goal from Nathan Ragland.
And Tallest 6 scored a goal to close out half, making the score 2-1. And out of the half, Joaquin Wessner scored to put the Ravens up 3-1.
To close it out, Tallest 6 scored his second goal of the night to put the Ravens up 4-2, which would end up being the final score.
And now, Ravens, unfortunately, that is all the time we have left. So now, let's send it back to the desk.
It's fall! That means there are so many fun things to do.
I personally can't wait to go to some haunted houses and pumpkin patches. What are you most excited for, Madison?
I'm excited for pumpkin patches as well. I can't wait to drink some yummy apple cider too.
Let's send it on over to Miley Fisher to see what other ONW students like to do in the fall.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome back to Word from the Halls. Today we'll be interviewing students about their favorite fall activities. What's your favorite fall activity?
Football games.
Definitely football.
I like baking cookies.
Watching football at home.
I like playing basketball.
Okay. I don't know if that's fall, but it's okay. What do you like to do at the pumpkin patch if you go?
Pick pumpkins and carve them when I get home.
Jump on the thing that's full of air.
Yeah.
I like to see how many pumpkins you can carry, like as many as you can fit.
That's really
so fun.
What's the ideal fall temperature?
I would say like a good modest 55 degrees, no wind.
It's a little cold.
60, 55.
Okay.
Like 40 to 60.
70, a little breezy. Got a jacket on.
I like warm temperatures, so like high 65, and then not super cold in the morning.
Yeah, I agree.
70, like when the leaves change colors.
Okay, that's not a temperature, but what's your favorite NFL team?
The Chiefs, because that's the only one I know.
The Chiefs.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs, but I don't watch them, so.
Chiefs, for sure.
Chiefs.
Of course, the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, Ravens, the time has come. This show must end, but make sure to go follow our socials.
At The Raven Nation on TikTok, Insta, and X. Raven Nation, let's fly.